Hello students, let's start class 6 chapter of science diversity in living world. See, we are going to complete this chapter in two parts, one for plants and one for animals. Today I am doing for the plant portion. Now what is diversity? Diversity means variety, different. We had even done diversity we do in social studies, right? India is rich in diversity. Here we are talking about biodiversity. Bio means living, diversity means different, variety. So first, let's start with the plant portion. Now, what is given in this chapter? Now, this chapter is given that we have a variety of plants, right, in this world. Now, first is now we need to group these plants. Now, if you observe plants, you have seen leaves. There are different shapes of leaves, variety of leaves, arrangement of leaves. Similarly, some trees are big, small, some have flowers, some do not have flowers. So there is a variety, but we need to classify them, right? Otherwise, how are we going to study? This is again the importance of classification, which we had done in the chemistry chapter also. Why do we need to classify materials? So it helps for our convenience. We come to know about their similarities, about their properties, dissimilarities. Even scientists are able to give them names. Sometimes a new plant is discovered. In which group are you going to put it? So you need groupism. So that is why this classification is required. So in this chapter, see, I'm not reading one line by line. I'm just telling you what exactly is given. Topic wise, how are we going to classify the plants? Okay, so here it's not that important thing. Let's go to the main portion. How to group plants and animals. See, I am going to tell you how we actually group. Let's start. We start with the portion of, say, stems. On the basis of stems, we can say we have weak stems, we have medium strong stems, or we have very strong stems. Okay, so we have herbs, shrubs, trees, and there is a special category which is called climbers and creepers. Now, what are herbs? Soft plants with soft, weak green stem. See, I'm speaking in points. Just remember the points, because how the question comes. Give 4 characteristics of herbs. Give 4 characteristics of trees. Differentiate between herbs and shrubs. So whatever points I'm saying, you need to speak those points. See, wait, let me see how it is given here. Like, see, this is one chart they have made one chart. Okay, so if you are not, and always write the differences in the form of charts. Okay, so I'll speak the points, just remember it. So what are herbs? Small plants, soft, weak and green stem. Generally they live for one season, but they may extend for 2 seasons also. Example, carrot, uh, what is called the grasses. They have very weak stem, right? Very commonly which you see, this is mint, grass, carrot, radish. Okay, now we come to shrubs. Medium sized plants, they may grow up to 8 or 9 feet tall. Number 2, they have woody stem. They are stronger than herbs but not as strong as trees. Why they are called shrubs? Because they have branches which spread out close to the ground in all directions, so they look bushy. So shrubs, why they are bushy? This is a separate one mark question, because the branches spread out close to the ground in all directions. Example, we have this tulsi. In English it is called basil, henna, pomegranate, jasmine, bougainvillea, rose. They are all shrubs. Then we come to trees. Tallest, strongest, thick, woody stem, hard outer layer called bark. The branches always grow from the trunk after a certain height. For example, mango, very commonly which you see, neem, mango. Okay. There are certain trees which do not have any branches also, like coconut and date palm. This is a separate question also which comes for 1 mark. Climbers, now those plants which have weak stems, they are divided further into climbers and creepers. The climbers, they grow upward by holding on to other plants, walls, sticks or pillars. Example, money plant, grapes, peas, ivy. Creepers which spread along the ground. Example, pumpkin, watermelon, sweet potato. Done. So one classification we have done on the basis of type of stems. Now we come to another classification, which is uh, types of leaves. Okay, now we have in this, it has been given, first of all you should understand the structure of a leaf. Let me see if I can show you. Wait, suppose, can you see this is a leaf? Now this portion, the flat portion, this flat portion, this is called the lamina. It has a thick vein inside, right? This vein, and then it has branches like this, it is going. Okay, this portion with which it is attached to the stem, this is called the petiole, right? And it is attached to the stem, that portion is called the node, where it is attached to the stem. For example, it is attached here, this portion is called the node. So we have the node, petiole, and these are the veins which are present inside it. This continues inside, which is called the midrib, the center part. Done. Now these veins, according to the pattern of these veins, we also divide the plants. There are certain leaves which have reticulate venation, which are spread in all the direction, and there are certain plants where the veins are exactly parallel. For example, say this. Can you see? Wait. They are parallel to each other. They do not form a network. See, these are parallel to each other, like this they are going. Okay. So this is called parallel venation. So reticulate venation, we can parallel venation where it is seen in grass. Okay. Okay, parallel venation, we have grass, rice, banana, and reticulate venation, which makes a network. For example, this is an hibiscus plant, and here it is forming a network. There are other examples also, like China rose, guava. They are mango leaves. They form a reticulate venation. See, I have brought one guava leaf also. Here the branches are going outside, right? They are forming a network. So this is one example, one classification. Then we come to the another type of classification is simple and compound leaves. Now what is simple leaf? Simple leaf has one blade. As we said, the flat portion of the leaf, this is one leaf. Okay, this is a simple leaf. And can you see this leaf? This is actually one full leaf, but it has been divided into parts called leaflets. Okay, so this is called compound leaf. Can you see? Okay. So where are we going to find these leaflets? Like in rose, neem, tamarind, gulmohar, and very commonly seen peepal tree, it has simple leaf. Okay. So if you go out, whenever you are studying this chapter, please go out, see the leaves, then you are able to remember it. Another way is of classification. See, there are other type of classification also. For example, if you see the margin of the leaf, here the margin of the leaf, can you see it is serrated, it is saw-like, and here the margin is completely smooth. So there are many ways of classifying. Okay, then there is also an arrangement of the leaf. Suppose you have two leaves coming on one node, here and here, like this. These are two leaves on opposite direction. Otherwise you have alternate, one will come here, one will come here. Okay, and there are patterns which form a whorl type of leaves. Means there are 4 or 5 leaves coming together at the same point, means at the same node, in the form of a circle. Okay, so what is important in this is the what does the question comes, the type of venation, one. Number two, the type of venation is most important, simple and compound leaves. Okay, so we have completed with leaves. Then what is given? Okay, root is another topic. We have two types of roots, one is taproot and one is fibrous root. Here it is given an example of taproot in mustard plant and fibrous root in common grass. What is the difference? This is long, single, and the branches are coming out from itself. Here all the roots, there are small roots coming directly from the stem. They go deep, they don't go deep. Okay, and then is the example. Okay, now there is a relation between the root, the venation, and the seed. I will tell you first. Let's see the third part of classification also, that is the seed. Yes, here it is. See, we have done this in class 5 also. These are the two cotyledons, which is the first part of the plant which comes out of the seed. It is always the radicle or the root system. Then comes the shoot system. These cotyledons, they store food for the growing embryo. When it has two cotyledons, a seed has, for example, chickpea, they are called dicot seeds. Monocot seeds when it has only one cotyledon. In monocot, the cotyledon is generally pushed downwards because the main space is occupied by the food stored. Cotyledon, what actually does is absorbs the food from here. Here is the growing embryo of the plant and it supplies it to it. Difference between dicot and monocot comes. Now, the main questions which are given is what is the relation between the root, the venation, and the seed coat. So you remember fibrous root always have, generally it has been seen, fibrous monocot seed and parallel venation, FMP. You remember FM, radio station FM, so you remember by this. See, in bio or in any type of subject, especially in science, you only have to remember the tricks, how you are going to relate it. You can make your own tricks. I remember as FMP, F stands for fibrous roots, monocot seeds, and P stands for parallel venation. Okay, so this is a combination which is generally seen and it has been given here also. See, you have this. Can you see this question number 9? It has been given. So I said F, M, and P. So if this a chart is there, then you have fibrous roots, monocot, and parallel venation. Example is wheat, dicot seed, taproot, reticulate venation. Example is chickpea, which has been given in your book. Here, wait, I will show you. Okay, if this is the chart which is given like this, wheat, example of plant with fibrous root, parallel venation. Chickpea, example plant with tap roots and reticulate venation. Okay, so in this chapter, mainly the classification only of this type has been given. The rest is the animal kingdom, which I am going to do later in the second part. Any other question related to it? Let me see if I can see. Okay. See, again, see, they have given one example diagram, kidney beans, dicot, monocot. So I said FMP, fibrous roots, monocot, and parallel venation. The rest you remember. You remember only one and the remaining you write on the second part, which is the dicot seed. Okay, what else has been given? See, here it has been given in question number 3. Kitchen garden, she took out a radish. She told Manu that radish is a kind of root. What kind of root? It is a tap root. Again, here they are asking for the venation. Right. So this is a very favorite question because it has been seen this relationship between the fibrous monocot and parallel venation and the opposite in case of dicot. Okay. Here they have given a flow chart. You only have to remember the name. Reticulate venation, where it is present and you can write chickpea. And parallel venation, no, sorry, yes means reticulate venation, no means it will have parallel venation, so it will be a monocot seed. So example is wheat. Okay, now why, see question number 8. Raj argues with his friend that gudal, hibiscus, ये तो हर जगह you can see a very commonly found plant. And why it is called a shrub? Again, we had seen the characteristics of shrub: medium size, slightly woody stem, branches start from the ground, so it looks bushy. These 3 features you write, and that is why it is a shrub. Done. And there is one about what else? See, why importance of plant? There is one question which is given. You know what is the importance of plants? They provide oxygen. It is the most, otherwise nobody is going to survive. They are the producers. The entire food chain depends on the producers. What can we do? We should prevent deforestation. We should plant more and more trees. Why deforestation? Disadvantages: loss of habitat, pollution, less oxygen. It helps in soil binding, prevents soil erosion. So there are more soil erosion if we are cutting trees more and more. Okay. So, okay, I think I have done all the plant portion. Animal, I will do it later. Okay.